That's probably harder than it sounds, but it's been working for me. Aloha friends, so let's just get real here for a second. I am moving out of my house in 2 days. So my whole house is a disaster right now. I am sitting in my daughter's playroom that is now filled with boxes from my whole entire house. So finding a spot to film today was a little hard. I like pulled out this old background that's like, it's starting to look too wrinkly now. I had already packed away my light. I'm only getting lighting from the window and I could see the sun coming and going. So this video is just gonna be a little on the crazy side, but more than ever, I did not want to miss another week. I was on vacation and I missed almost a month, it seems like, of pregnancy updates, and I'm getting towards the end, and so I just want to talk to you guys. Like, I love just sitting down and talking to you guys, especially about my pregnancy. So yes, we are moving to a bigger house. We are now going to be in a 4-bedroom house. In tomorrow's vlog, hopefully I get it up tomorrow, but tomorrow we get the keys to the new house and I'm going to do like a house tour of it empty pretty much before we start moving any stuff over there. And then of course I'm going to show you guys when it's all done and cleaned and decorated. I am 8 months pregnant. I have 6 weeks left to go, says my app. It could come sooner or later, of course. Most people would be preparing for like a nursery right now, and I'm just preparing for a place to live. I'm really excited though. Ayla's gonna get her own room, not just like this little playroom with like this door for those of you guys who watch my vlogs. She's gonna get her actual own real bedroom. So we have a lot of exciting things happening. I am going and getting the keys tomorrow. It is ours. We signed the papers. We are in. So today I am 33 weeks and 5 days exactly. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I would scream, but my daughter is taking a nap right now. My baby is the size of a honey-dew melon, which they're estimating that's about 19 inches and 4.5 pounds. You gain all this crazy weight, and I actually just came from a doctor's appointment and I was 154 and I started off at 120. So I gained about 34 pounds so far, and it's saying that only about 5 of those pounds is the baby. But I know that it also has to do with my fluid and placenta and all that good stuff, and I just gained some weight. It's okay because breastfeeding will take care of that. And then I have 6 weeks and 2 days left. Whoa. For someone like me that likes everything completely organized, that means I have 6 weeks left to kick my butt into high gear and stop panicking. This week, or I would just say this part of my pregnancy, I am so exhausted, you guys. My mood has been very stressed. I've been watching like lives from like really hippie mamas, and she kind of like talked about how to get rid of stress, and I'm going to share some of her secrets. A couple things that she said was, one, when you start to feel like a whole bunch of pressure like on your shoulders of like you have a lot going on and a lot to do, just let it go. That's probably harder than it sounds, but it's been working for me. Like if I am like thinking of like I have to do this, this, and this, I let it go. Like I just clear my mind and think of nothing and just let it go, get it off of your mind. Another thing she said to do was put a rock in your shoe and rock around and walk around for a minute or two, and that irritatingness of you stepping on that rock will distract the pattern of you thinking of so much to do. And the last one was listen to really relaxing music. So a couple days ago I actually did that. I put on like meditation relaxing music. I just searched it in YouTube and they had like 6 hours of it, and I played that and I went to sleep with my daughter, and the relaxing music really helped. She said that when you play the music and you are meditating, which I used it to go to sleep, but when you cannot think of anything again. So you just have to literally let everything in your mind go, and these have been really useful in my week this week. I've been doing all those things except the rock. I didn't do the rock yet because it worked for me when I had so much in my mind to think about, to just think of nothing, and that really helped. I just had to tell myself, you know, think of nothing. and it really changed my pattern of how things were going. For those of you who are also pregnant, being in your 3rd trimester, it is a scary, stressful time, but also so exciting. And I would say that you want it to be perfect. You want the arrival of your baby, your angel, your loved one to be so perfect, but you also feel like there's so much going on and there's so much to do. And now that I'm moving and I have a toddler and I have so much going on, trying to get things ready for the baby, I feel like it's just extra stress on me. I really don't want to have any stress. Like when you're pregnant, you're supposed to have no stress. It's supposed to just be a relaxing, soothing, beautiful time. So I'm really trying to like get back to the basics and do those things. So those are some things that have been helping me. When I heard her suggest these things, I was like, this is gold. I wish everyone could just hear you talk. And she was just so soothing and just so like calm about the way she went about things. And most things in life are temporary and out of our control, so you really just got to take it in a calm, soothing manner and it will be all good. So we have a girl name, you guys, and we are sold on this girl name. We love this girl name. We have the full name if it's a girl, but if it's a boy, we are still both drawing big question marks. I thought of a name that I absolutely love for a boy, and Keikoa thought of a name that he absolutely loves, and we don't like each other's. And we really are so passionate about both loving it. We both love the girl name we have. We both loved Ayla instantly. So it's just not gonna work unless we both love it. And not just like you have to love it. So for a boy name, you guys, it's gonna be a junior for Keikoa. No, but really, I have no idea. We're so like stuck, and I'm just like hoping something's gonna like magically flow into me, if that makes sense. Like I'm just gonna like hear something and I'm gonna tell him, or vice versa, and we're both just gonna be like, yes. The way that I'm thinking about it is we can't think of a boy name because we don't need to, that maybe it's gonna be a girl. So it's just not meant to be to think of a boy name. I don't know. But if the baby was born today, it would be nameless. And I've heard of that happening. I've heard of like not having a name for like a month or so. I really hope that's not us, but I really can't think of a boy name, and so we have no boy name. But the good news is we have a girl name. I'm picking some ideas out for the nursery of how I want to start decorating or getting it together when we do move into our new house. And I really like the theme of like tie-dye, like light pastel tie-dye colors. I feel that it could go for a boy or a girl. So for the most part, I'm just gonna get like the basic new stuff, like crib sheets. I have so much crib sheets, but I want to get new of that kind of stuff. But for the most part, I'm not gonna do any shopping until the baby is here. I was actually at the bank and the teller was like, oh, you're expecting, do you know if it's a boy or girl? That's like the main question that everybody asks, right? And I was like, no, it's a surprise. She's like, oh, why? That's weird. I'm like, yeah, I guess, but I just wanted it. She's like, oh, you wanted that? And I'm like, yeah. She was so confused on why I would want to do that. I've never like had a reaction like that. Like usually when I tell people it's a surprise, they're like, good for you, like that's so exciting, that's so fun. And this girl was like, why? Like people think when you have a baby, me, before I had Ayla, I had every single thing for a baby. Like if she were to cry, like all her medicines and like I had everything you could possibly imagine for a baby. And I would say only about half of the stuff that I really use. The half that I did use, I still have. Like she's only just turned 2, so I still have a lot of that stuff. I know what I like and I know what I need. And I know that when the baby gets here, if they need something, it takes a second to go out and get it. Life is so unexpected, and most of the time I did need something, I did have room to go and get it. At my appointment today, they said next appointment they're gonna check for GBS, which is like a strep B culture that some women carry. It's completely normal, but it's dangerous for the baby to go through the birth canal. If you do have it, they want to get you on like some antibiotics to bring that bacteria down, but it's completely normal for all women to have GBS, or for some women to have it and some women to not. Next week they're going to be doing that type of testing, or I'm sorry, in 2 weeks. So I see them every 2 weeks in the 3rd trimester, and then the last month you see them every week. So I have one more 2-week appointment, and then after that I will see them every week, they said. So they're gonna give me an ultrasound to make sure that the baby is facing down. So I'll be 4 weeks at this next appointment, and they're gonna check for the GBS. So it should be a fast, easy appointment. That is it for this update. I don't really know what else to update on. Some fun things that we're gonna be doing and showing you guys to look forward to is I'm trying to get my belly casted again. I got it with my daughter, professionally done, and it is my most prized possession. I absolutely love it, and my sister is gonna paint my belly. So this next month, you guys, is going to be so crazy for me. But for everyone just showing me love and support, thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Your comments mean the world to me in such a stressful time. I know I tried to like always be so positive and so happy, and you know, I do struggle sometimes and I am stressed out sometimes. Talking to you guys just really like makes me remember that I'm so blessed with so much in my life, and it's just all in all an exciting thing. Like, you guys get to see the exciting parts, and I like to share that with you guys. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, then you know where to write them, and I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye, friends.